I almost made it to level 3.
Hello, friends. Okay, today's nerd news is my review of the video game Arkham City. What? It came out this week and it is awesome. I do have some pros. Off of her. It is on to me. Brian?
It's on his. It's on
the graphic.
It's on your graphic,
like,
you maniac.
Oh, I'm just so used to.
I can go back to her for a bit now.
I'm just so used to Eliza.
Would you like her to give the news while we just stay on you?
Yeah,
go ahead. This is Arkham's hooker. What is that?
The other way. It's Harley Quinn and Batman. If you care. Anyways, I have some pros and cons, though. Please don't hate me. The pros, the game is awesome. The world is awesome that they created. They brought back some really awesome classic characters, not only in Batman, but in the DC universe. Solomon Grundy, for one, you get to fight him. Deadshot and Talia al Ghul, which I almost kind of sometimes want to be for Halloween, but we'll see. The other pro is that you get to start the game with all the weapons you left off in Arkham Asylum, the first game, except for the tri-batarang, which I really liked and probably people don't think is very useful. And then the third pro is that you actually get to play as Bruce Wayne in the beginning, which is cool because he's sexy and he's not Batman yet, and that's cool. And then you also get to play as Catwoman and Robin, if you have all of the appropriate downloads, or if you bought the game new. The cons, dun dun dun. Okay, although they stick with the #1 rule that Batman never kills anyone, he's kind of a dick sometimes. Like, Mr. Freeze has been tortured by the Penguin, and he's about to die, and he just walks in there and just starts beating the crap out of him. That is not Batman. Also, he's kind of a dick to Robin, which I know is this like ongoing joke, but I just don't feel like that's Batman. It's more Bruce Wayne to me. Okay, the second con is that in general, this game is harder than the first one. I played both on normal, and there's just like every group of dudes you come up on, they're like 10 deep, and they're really hard to kill. And don't laugh at me just because I said 10 deep.
Oh my God, this is nerd news, not nerd thesis.
Hey, it just came out, and I don't know, I just really like the game, and I wanted to review it.
By now, it's been out for a year. By the time, no, it's compelling.
Do you know how long we looked at pets in costumes?
My shirt is low cut, it's fine.
Okay, well, that's it for nerd news.
Did you finish the end? I want to know how it ends.
No, that's it.
Do they get the cheese?
What?
They win the thing? Does she get to put on pants?
It's just a I don't understand.
Cocaine Bear!
Cocaine Bear!
Cocaine Bear! Where is? Oh, there it is. Okay. Wish I had some Cocaine Bear. Thank you, Alexis, for that compelling look into the eye of the two-player online, never get a date
It's not
world.
two-player.
Oh, I don't know what that means. We have another segment in an effort to bring you news about all things techie and gadgety, which you know I'm very heavily committed to. We have a new section called I Need This, which is, I don't know, graphic. But we're gonna kick it off. We're gonna unleash you on them again. What do you have? What's your gadget you can't live with? Out.
Okay, my gadget is actually Car MD. It is this little gadget that you plug into your car, and it gives a diagnostic test of your car, and it tells you like if there's the check engine light, it tells you if like the light's malfunctioning or if you actually need to take your car in. It also tells you what parts in your car have been recalled recently that you might not know about, and it tells you how much parts and labor are for your car to fix the problem in your area. So this is great.
That's interesting.
If you don't trust mechanics, who does? Because it does awesome things where it like squashes dishonesty and as a girl gets your car fixed without having to pay thousands of dollars. You know, it's like Batman.
Oh, okay. That would way to bring it all full circle. You know what else is interesting about that? You know what else tells you if your check engine light is on? Your check engine light.
Yeah. Here's the thing about that, though.
Okay.
Is that if you don't close your gas tank all the way and you drive around with it just like a little bit loose, your check engine light will come on and stay on for a few days, even though there's nothing wrong. But if you've already taken it to the mechanic, they'll be like, oh yeah, there's something wrong. That'll be $700.
Definitely something worth looking at. Mine is much more superfluous to actually
that's
existing.
for my life. What about you? What's good for your life?
I think yours is really great because actually my check engine light has been on for like 5 months. And I just decided, because the car is a nice car, so it's the Honda. So I just decided
really nice.
that the check engine light was broken and that's why it was on. And it seems to be fine. That sounds like a really good idea.
By the way, it's only $119, and I got this gadget thanks to coolestgadgets.com. Thank you for the advice.
Okay, now for mine. Mine's much more fun. My gadget is this cube, and it lights up when you put it in your phone. Hey. It's a cube. Really, Japanese schoolgirls have had these phone charms for years, but we just are now getting them. I think you all know what this is. The HTC Rhyme. It's purple, and it comes with this cube. You can flop it over the side of your bag, so when your phone's ringing and you can't find it, you can find the cube. So I think that's just the most perfect thing ever, because my phone gets lost in my bag pretty much every day. That's it. I can tell you about the phone. Screen measures a mere 3.7 inches across, packs a 5 MP camera, megapixel, and is powered by a single-core 1 gigahertz processor. So that is for you, and it is purple. It's purple, and it's purple. Get a BlackBerry, which is purple. That's it. That's my gadget.
I'm sorry, but what the fuck?
What?
Like, really? That's the gadget that like changes your life?
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't realize this was life-altering medical advancements gadget corner.
No.
Yours is a diabetes blood checker that you put into your fucking car.
Which is amazing.
Mine's a cube that lights up and helps people in times of need, like when you can't find your phone and the industry is calling. I haven't called lately.
Okay, Fuckwad wants to know, this is maybe the only way that's useful. Does it vibrate?
I don't know. I've never seen one in person. We will put it like, that's so gross. So you put it in your butt? I don't want to talk about it.
Of all the things that you need, like in your life, that's like, wow, I can't believe they came up with that. A freaking glow stick on your phone is what you need?
Yeah, because I keep my car in check. I like keep it in order. I don't need a blood
Your check
reader.
engine light has been on for like 5 months.
Well, maybe I would notice it more if I had a glowing cube attached to it. Let's move on before we kill each other. Last week, I brought you 5 new shows that you needed to watch that you weren't. And I told you about a show called Hardcore Pawn, which is about a pawn shop in downtown Detroit where the saddest examples of human beings go to pawn their food, to pawn their things away to get money for it. And these are the guys that run it. And I made a comment that Seth here, the guy, the son of the owner, Les, was annoying and reminded me of a guy that I went to camp with that should be beaten up. And then Seth tweeted me, but he was very cool about it. Now we are tweet friends, and I continue to watch Hardcore Pawn. I watch the finale. I watch it. They run it in like blocks on True TV. So it's an awesome show. And if you want to see people at their worst trying to get money, it's awesome. And we shared a little Yiddish back and forth.
I didn't know that. That's cool that he actually reached out to you via Twitter because he was so offended. Or
I don't
I
think
just
he
thought
was
it was cool that you mentioned it at all.
He wasn't offended. He was like, he's like, I watched your show. Did that kid ever get beaten up? And I was like, oh. And then I was like, people on your show fetch a lot. And he's like, yeah, they do. And I was like, now you have to watch my show. So I'm sure he's better for it. From watching my show.
Alex Works the Middle says, I'm from Detroit and I've never seen these people.
That's because they're all homeless and they live in the downtown area. Oh, the people that work on the show.
Yes.
That's probably because they live in a nicer neighborhood than you do. They make a lot of money.
I don't know. They look like they might be addicted to methamphetamine.
The family?
No.
Oh, the people on the show?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Hey, man, let me see how much I can get for this golf club. Yeah, there's no head on it. I found it. It's a great show. It's actually sad, but it's great. Moving on. The point of that is, so every week we try to bring you new things that you may not know about. And we wanted to start, Alexis and I surf the web a lot. I know that when I'm on set, I'm constantly looking at websites and stuff like that. One of my favorite things to do is to look at food websites. And one of my favorite websites that I've been looking at for about a year now is called joythebaker.com. Now, I think a lot of you are stoners, so this will appear to you. It's run by a woman named Joy, and she's a self-taught cook and baker. She lives in Los Angeles by the beach with her gorgeous orange cat. Interesting note, Xavier named Joy the Baker Best Baking and Dessert Blog of 2011. So it's not just some like random chick blogging about eating Jell-O alone in her basement. She got credits. Best Food Blog of 2010, Top 50 Food Blogs of the World by the London Times, and Best Baking Blog by Food Buzz. And she's also been in Forbes, so you know she's fucking legit. She not only makes food, but she takes pictures of it, which I find comforting to look at when I'm alone, on an airplane, on the toilet. I look at it all the time. So here's some pictures of that for those of you that can't cook for yourselves. Right here we have butterscotch pudding with bourbon and whipped cream and toffee. And we have glazed lime cake. And then we have chocolate pudding in a thing. And she also does a lot of fun crafts. And I was supposed to set up a joke with you here and I forgot to do it. So there goes that. Anyways, joythebaker.com. It's a lot of fun. And it's going to make you hungry. And it's going to make you wish that you were better in the kitchen and in bed.
Just so you guys know, if you're ever blessed to go to one of Eliza's parties, to be invited to go to a Christmas party, or those things that you just saw are exactly what she serves, but they're so sweet. Like, she'll come to you with like a whipped cream vodka shot and be like, I got it on the Food Network, you should drink it. And you drink it and you're like, oh my God, I need my insulin. Just so you know.
Oh,
it tastes good, it's just.
So you admit that you need insulin? For your diabetes that you and your car share?
I thought this was gonna be an autism joke. I'm like, I'm not retarded. Like,
retards don't eat. I have great parties, and you missed my party because I had an autumnal party, and I made Jello shots. They were good, and you missed it.
I did miss it, and I am sorry for the millionth time.
That being said, I have over $500 worth of pumpkins and gourds at my house now. Please take some, including the 30-pound pumpkin sitting outside my door. I'm sorry, 100-pound pumpkin, that was $30. I'm gonna make Blanche live in it. She's passed out over here. This brings us to our next part of the show. As you all know, I have a job, and it is my job to shamelessly promote what I do on the side of this. So this is your excused clip of the week. You look like Jeff Daniels stand-in from Dumb and Dumber.
Hey, I'm looking for a lady I can go dancing with.
I didn't realize Bone Crusher could dance. This guy looks like Wanda Sykes with a goatee. These girls think you look like Danny Bonaducci and Eric Stoltz exploded. What is that hair? You look like an Asian Christopher Walken. You are excused. Sounds like William Shatner. Oh, y'all put Lil Wayne on the couch all by himself.
Oh, hey. Lil Wayne.
It's all right. The guy next to you looks like Isaac Hayes.
Oh, I'm dead.
Put your ears on. Grand old dance party! Woo, what? When was that? That didn't happen.
I love that we're backlit because it makes us look like we're actually good dancers. Or me, Eliza's a very good dancer.
It makes us look really thin. I'm not gonna lie, I almost threw up because I had been sedentary for so long and then had the champagne. The first thing I did was shake all the fat in my lower body. This brings us to, and Blanche ran over. I didn't know if you saw that, did you?
No, I didn't.
Stay right here, I'll show you.
You're gonna show me that she ran over while we were dancing live.
She looks like, oh, look at this. When you, Jody was holding her last week.
Lavalier.
Sorry, there.
Lavalier.
There we go. Look at this thing. Side note, I wanna do, my dog's obsessed with food and we're trying to get her to lose weight right now. She's got a big belly. We wanna do an episode of Intervention, but she's the addict and it's for food. Because my dog will take food from anyone. Like when we're in the airport, she'll just sit at like random businessmen's feet, like a Japanese hooker, and wait for treats. So I want to have her in this little bandana and just be like, I don't care who I get, here, I'll do it like this. I don't care who I get it from, businessmen, truckers. I'll go up to anyone at a parking lot, at a picnic, at a restaurant, and I'll just be like, look, give me my shit, and I'll let them pet me. And so we're gonna do a whole episode of Intervention with you, because you need help. And if we send you right now, will you go to Malibu Treatment Center? Will you go? She won't even. She can't even. All right.
She wants help. It's just, she doesn't really want to work for it.
Who does? Who does occupy LA? Didn't we have a whole thing about that in here? Didn't I tell you? Oh my God, we forgot who should be shot.
That wasn't in the run, and we totally blew by who should be shot.
Let's get to it. It's time for the part where we debate who should be shot.